An over-decade fight with law enforcement officials and court officials within the Philadelphia ranks is officially over for one of the biggest rappers to ever come out of the city. Meek Mill officially pled guilty to a misdemeanor charge of possessing a firearm without a license. Now, just to be clear, Meek Mill will do no additional jail time. All of the other charges in this case, which stretches back over a decade, have been dropped. Meek will not have to serve any additional time in prison and will no longer be on probation. He's getting time served and more for what he's already given. A lot of Meek Mill's probation violations stem from the fact that he probably was over sentenced to begin with. Meek had been locked up time and time again over the last 10 years after his initial gun charges because he kept violating the probation. But Meek Mill's lawyers always had a valid fight. They were like, number one, this is too hard of a sentencing. You have an officer accusing Meek Mill of pointing a gun at him back in 2008. History has shown us if a black man points any type of weapon at a law enforcement official, the chances of him living through it are slim and none. And even if Meek Mill did point this gun at this law enforcement official, like you guys claim he did, the law enforcement official, Reginald Graham, probably was doing something illegal at the time, because this police officer who arrested Meek way back then has been deemed a dirty cop in Philadelphia who has since resigned, deeming him an uncredible witness and could have easily given a false testimony during the initial trial to protect himself, Mr. Reginald Graham. Upon Meek Mill officially getting his freedom back, his representative sent over the following statement to Pitchfork. He said, "I'm extremely grateful that my long legal battle is finally behind me, and I appreciate that it has sparked a much needed discussion about probation reform and the inequalities that exist within our two Americas. I have always told the truth that as a teenager who saw many around me die from senseless gun violence, I carried a gun for protection. I take responsibility for that, and in conjunction with my work on the Reform Alliance, I'll continue to use my platform to make communities safer and reform our criminal justice system. I want to express my gratitude to all my supporters, especially Jay-Z, Desiree Perez, Michael Rubin, my legal team, and everyone else who stood by me throughout the years. It's important that we now channel our energy into helping the millions that are unjustly trapped in our criminal justice system." Meek Mill continued as he spoke in front of masses moments after gaining his freedom earlier on Tuesday.
Meek helped me get to this position. Meek free. I'm not on probation no more.
This is the first time in Meek Mill's professional career that he will be probation free. Hopefully that helps his music, his traveling, furthermore helping his career. Thank you guys so much for the time, love, support. I don't take it for granted. Meek Mill has technically pled guilty to a misdemeanor, but because of time served and everything that he's went through, he won't be doing any additional time. He's now a free man. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
All the kids, they tuned in.
We locked in right now, Mr.
Mr. Taliaferro.
Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr. Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV.